Hello, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Joe, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the statements, "I'm wasting my time working here," and here is being some employer. And it's not coming from me exactly, but it's coming from someone else. And if I were to think about it in terms of money, and this is something I learned from watching Aaron Clarey. He has a YouTube channel, is that we exchange time for money, working jobs. And if you're wasting your time working at a place, meaning that there's no point or purpose to it, the only option that I traditionally do, this is coming from myself, is I find another job, but eventually the job's going to get, the honeymooning phase will disappear. It'll be that same old grind, and it's this repeating cycle. And another statement that they make is, well, I have nothing to show for it. Which is also true with me, because if I worked at, like one place, for example, I worked at for 10 years, and as a token of appreciation for my company loyalty, I got to pick an item out of this catalog. And I chose to pick something practical, which is a cordless drill for 10 years of service. And that cordless drill is sitting behind me in this red and black bag. I only used it once to install a garage door opener, and I had to drill through the stucco to get the mounting screws in place. But yeah, I mean, you could, in a morbid sense of the term, you can say, well, I worked a job for 10 years, so I could get a cordless drill, and that's all I have to show for it. But I've made connections at that job, and we occasionally hang out and stuff. So I think the connections that you make are valuable. So it's not all in vain. Moreover, I think this is going back to the monetary side of things, is that every pay period, a part of my paycheck goes into a retirement account. And at the end of those 10 years, I got this little slip of paper that I had to take down to my brokerage so I can roll those funds into an IRA. And that's definitely something I can show for, but I can't immediately use, so it still locks you onto this treadmill of the corporate rat race. At the job after that, I worked there. After working there for 3 years, I got to pick another item out of a catalog, which is nicer at the other company because I didn't have to wait another 7 years to do so. And I was just all this worthless junk you can pick and trying to find something practical again. And I could have picked the knife set for the kitchen, but I only need like 1 or 2 knives, and to cut like meat and stuff, and there's really no point. So I kind of passed on it. But the token of appreciation for loyalty is appreciated, but still, in the long game, it's the connections you make. Ultimately, it's the people. But then also, when posing the question is, well, why don't you just, instead of wasting your time working there, why don't you do what you want to do? And then the response for that is, because I need to make money. So the unfortunate part is that money is always in the equation, and money is a tool that people need to learn how to use effectively. So when I got laid off from my last job after 3.5 years, due to the pandemic, the only thing I got to show for that, since I didn't choose to go for the knife set, is I did the same thing when I left my other job of 10 years, is I rolled over my 401k into an IRA and put that money to work. And at my current job, after a year of service, I got a $15 gift card. I had a choice to pick of gift cards from random places, and I chose the one for a movie theater to see a movie after 1 year of service, which is nice and appreciated. But in the background, every pay period, a part of what I make gets routed into a 401k. So when I leave this place that I currently work at, I just do that same process. I just roll it over into one of my IRAs, and it just grows. Of course, when I roll it over, I don't make out the check directly to myself. It's made out to my brokerage with some weird verbiage with my name on it. Then you have to put your account number, and they know what to do. Yeah, so if you're wasting your time working there, you're just going to have to change the situation and work somewhere where you're not wasting your time. But all these jobs are kind of like the same kind of deal, is that they're going to pay you to do something that you don't want to do. And there's really no point for you to do it except to make the employer money. And it hooks you into keep working these jobs because you have to make money. It's kind of like going to school. Like I go to grade school, to middle school, to high school, college, figure, okay, that's good, I'm done, I'm finished. And then it just repeats itself again in terms of work. And it's this very long, drawn out thing that lasts decades. And you do this with no real purpose. So like the question I would pose is, what is the point of working a job? And that's to exchange time for money. But what happens if you want to do something that you really want to do? And I guess the answer for that is to work the current job or find a different job while you do what you like to do on the side. And you have to figure out how this thing that you want to do, how can you have this thing generate money? I think I've answered that question. But of course, if that person doesn't want to do that, they're going to be stuck in that rut where they're still in that rat race, grinding away because they have to make money. That's it for this video, and of course, thanks for watching.